time, man. Really appreciate it. I know you guys are on tour at the moment, so how's that all been going so far?
Oh, good, man. I just got home yesterday, so I'm recovering, just catching up on all the interviews I needed to do out there, and
Yeah.
everything was killer, man. It fucking ruled. I'm
Uh,
old though; my body's hurting.
was that your first tour since the whole pandemic, or have you done shows before?
No, we did 5 shows last year, but it's crazy, I mean, prior to the pandemic, we were doing 200 shows a year, and
Mm.
now in the last 2 years, it's been 7. So, we just did 3 out in Texas to kind of celebrate the release of the new album.
Yeah.
Just kind of get the guys together, feel the vibe of the stage, and see where we're at. And now we got a good idea of what we got to do, and look forward to hopefully hitting some big tours, man. We're ready.
Yeah, and also just on that note as well about like being on the road and sort of seeing different people around the country. What's the general vibe you're getting at the moment? Obviously, because things have changed over the last couple of years. So, have you been getting many sort of observations about how life is at the moment?
Man, the shows and everything, feels relatively as exactly as it did before. I think the thing you do notice is people are, they enjoyed themselves before, but they're enjoying themselves to the fullest now.
Mm.
It's smiling and it's excitement, and you're breathing in the little parts of everything that you missed for so long. And that's been cool to see. And we're loving it that shows are happening again, and hopefully it'll start panning out to international stuff here soon.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's good to see guys back on the road again, and obviously promoting the new album, "Wake Up Dead," which just came out recently, and I had a good sort of time to listen to the album in the last few days, and killer stuff, man. Absolutely love it. But I've been kind of
Hell
listening
yeah.
to some of the older stuff as well, and I'm wondering, just from your own perspective, how would you sort of compare or match up this album to the stuff that you've done before?
Oh, I love it, man. I think, we set out as a band to just make great records. It was never like, oh, let's make this one hit and then kind of chase that forever.
Mm.
Now it's been each record progression, stronger, more bold, just, consistent. I think you hear from album to album, we bring fresh new ideas, but we never stray away from what we're good at as a band. And that's, groove and thrash and punk and, all this kind of stuff. So with this album, we wanted to return fully to that. I think our last guitar player was more drop tuning and these things
Mm.
that we didn't really like so much. So now, having tuning up again, and the drummer Lennon kind of taking hands-on writing with this record, to kind of just get us back where we are happy. And this record is 100,000% us, man. Like, acoustic intros and lead dive bombs into verses, and just a really cool dynamic feel of freshness, and I love the old tracks being on this record. It gives everybody kind of a feeling of who we are, what we are, and where we're going.
Yeah, it's a good indication as to where you guys are at musically as well. And I know your last album came out in 2019, so I guess you kind of wrote this album during the whole pandemic sort of era, right?
Yeah, and we weren't anywhere in writing mode. That album had only been out a year. We were in Europe touring and had US headline tours coming and all this stuff going on. So when the pandemic hit, it was, first couple of months just trying to survive and figure out what the hell life was even gonna be like. And then, it was like, well, damn, we're in this for a while. Let's start writing some tunes. And, Lennon, sent over incredible rough songs, and Eli sent over his songs, and shit was just rolling. And we had this vision prior to the pandemic of putting out EPs, and with the pandemic we were like, oh, we're just gonna pop out 5 songs maybe every couple 6 months or something, just we don't know what the hell's going on. So when that all changed and we brought a new record label in, so we were like, we gotta beef this thing up. And 2 years of nothing, you gotta kind of like rebirth yourself to the music
Mm.
scene in a way if you're not superstars. So we felt we had to just kind of show people again, don't forget us, and all the new people, here's what we've done, check it out. So it's a cool blend.
Is that where the album title "Wake Up Dead" came from? Then.
Oh, completely. You know, the zombie coming out of the ground. It's like,
Mm.
you know, I was in a total zombie mode for a lot of that, you know, and I think with this album and, you know, just feeling fresh and excited again, it was the perfect just visual and wordage for everything that, you know, this album was about.
Yeah, I mean, looking through the song titles as well, it does. So you sort of get the feeling that a lot of what was going on in the world was kind of inspiring you guys. Obviously lyrically and musically and stuff like that. But I'm wondering also, from previous albums that you've put out, I guess world events has always been a source of inspiration for you, by the looks of it.
Yeah, you know, I'm a person that pays attention to the world. I travel everywhere. I'm intrigued by culture
Mm.
and how similar we all are in this world, you know. So I think the more we can bring attention to things, the better, you know. And it doesn't always have to be politics. Like, you
Yeah.
know, I think everybody gets so entrenched in that. And it's like, no, you can make a song about, you know, the fucking forest burning and, you
Mm.
know, social issues of, you know, personal things, bullyism, you know, I think that we all kind of dealt with in our lives in one way or another. And, you know, this record was a lot of personal stuff mixed with, you know, the madness of social stuff going on around us. So we like to reflect that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's a crazy world and obviously very politically divided. And I guess it's important to have a bit of a balance, I guess, because it's obviously something that people can kind of get lost in, that whole politics and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man. And music's a release, you know, and I think you have your 70s music if you want to kind of listen to politics stuff.
Mm.
It's, you know, about bringing attention to issues like right now, you know, and I think there's a lot of them. So no shortage of, you know, shit to be mad about or write about or, you know, just reflect and show people that we're in this together and they're not alone. You know, we're all feeling this shit.
Yeah, exactly. So what kind of feedback have you been getting from critics and fans and stuff like that for the new album?
Oh man, it's been incredible. You know, I think first and foremost, bringing on uh, you know, Atomic Fire Records. You know,
Mm.
they have put this album everywhere that we've never been able to get it. You know, I mean, Australian fans are showing us their records, and man, I'm pretty sure not really one record's been properly like released down there. So, you know, to see, you know, Japan and all these European countries, you know, it's surreal, man. But at the same time, you know, we've worked our asses off for this, and to see it you know, taking levels up is so exciting, and that's what you want to constantly be having, that, you know, rise up throughout your career. And we're doing that. And you know, I'm here talking with you and you're like probably the fifth Australian interview I've ever done, so it's really it's garnering a lot of attention. And you know, we just played them live and the places went ape shit. You know,
Yeah.
they know these songs. You know, one of the videos is blowing up on YouTube for us, and it's exciting, man. It's humbling too, you know, to work hard and have something kind of just starting to pay off real well.
So I guess it sort of feels like this album might be sort of the start of like a new era in the band, so to speak, sort of with a new label and sort of reaching out to new audiences. It does certainly feel like it's a bit of a new sort of beginning for the band.
Yeah, and I think the success of any band, man, is by how many people you can get to hear your stuff or see
Mm.
your name. You know, and we've struggled with that because in our entire career, it's literally just been from our shows. You know, we didn't have magazine ads or, you know, our videos popping up on like, you know, YouTube commercials and stuff. So,
Yeah.
you know, like I say, Atomic Fire really brought in a team and this mentality of, hey, we want to show the world this band. You know, they've been underground and independent. You know, my entire career, I've been with the smallest record labels and the smallest everything and kind of DIY everything. So
Mm.
now it's like we got this huge management company. We have a huge agent, record label. So we're you know, we're going all in, man. We're
No, it's
going
good to
all in.
hear. Now, I couldn't obviously have an interview with you without at least mentioning your father, and obviously he played a role in one of the songs on the new album as well. Was that pre-planned,
Oh
or
no.
you kind of just had that sort of happen organically?
No, that was a later add-on. You know, this whole album was done, ready to go, and then, you know, when the record label came on and the new management came on, we were just all brainstorming ideas to just kick this thing up a notch. We were discussing guests because, you know, that's always been a big part of an album to me, you know, is having a guest or two. So the scheduling worked out, and Max was kind of just chilling, you know, because we're quarantined up, and it was the right song. To me, it was like the moment where you were like, all right, he's the dude. Like, let's throw him on here. Let's see if he can reach back and grab those Chaos AD kind of vibes. And that's what he brought. And, you know, first and foremost, we're metal fans, this band. So to have him just be in there and being on our track was surreal in that level. You know, the dad stuff is one thing, but musically it's a whole different thing. And, you know who he is, what he's done, and we all do. So it's just a humbling thing again, man, to have somebody like that repping on your track and, you know, hyped up about it. And, you know, he's going to sing it live, I'm sure, at some point with us, which will be even cooler.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm sure you've probably done that before, right? Or you haven't, or?
No, we've had him come out and like one time before and sing the Slaughter with us, you know, but you know, that wasn't his vibe. Now we have a song that's like his vibe, and, you know, it's not me coming out on his stage anymore. It's like, yo, come out here, you know, meet some Incite crazy fans, you know, different vibe from what he's used to, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Now, you mentioned before about, you know, sort of hitting the Australian fans for the first time, and certainly this is the album to sort of do it with. And I'm just wondering, you know, if the opportunity comes up, you know, maybe supporting another band, or maybe even coming down on your own, you know, coming down to Australia and sort of bringing the live show to the Aussie fans.
Oh, bro, we're there in a heartbeat. Like, that is literally on our like top 5 goals of our, you know, our forward looking things. Cause, you know, the band went there in 2010 and we were a completely different band then. Like, you know, that was our debut record. Now we're, you know, 6 in and have a lineup that's been together for nearly 10 years between me, Lennon, and El. So we're any promoters, you know, Incite, any bands, Incite, you know, we're ready, man. We want to tear it up down there. You guys are fucking raging metalheads down there. I love it.
We'll help spread the word, and hopefully we'll make it happen for you.
That's what we need, man.
One last question for you as well. Just wondering, you know, just you know, so being on tour and being on the road, and obviously seeing a lot of different stuff, and like you mentioned before, different cultures and how people live and stuff. What's the craziest thing that you can think of that sort of sticks in your mind over the years?
I'm gonna go with Australian story here for you, man. We you know, see that you guys, you have one of the coolest things. People go out, they rage till 4 or 5 in the morning. You stumble home, and then the next thing you know, they got a whole team of people out there cleaning it up, and it looks brand new in the morning. And, you know, meat pies and the big day out festivals that happen, the parties, and man, it's an incredible time. And I like I say, I can't wait to get this band down there to be a part of that. Cause you know, if I was unlimited with money, I would probably move to Australia in a heartbeat. You know, I love it down there. I love the vibe, the people, the fun, the happiness. You know, it's really something special.
I would love to have you here. So anyway, congratulations on the new album. As I said, man, killer stuff, and always enjoy your music. And thanks for your time, man. Really appreciate it. And hopefully 2022 will work out really well for you as well.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's get down there. Let's rock out, and hey, stay safe, and keep rocking the metal, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.